Today, I will show you from start to finish how to shoot, stitch, import, edit, render, and publish your first 360 video onto YouTube, Facebook, and silo it onto your Oculus Go and Oculus Quest with your brand new GoPro Max. It is not about how to create over-capture 2D video from the Max. It is about using the Max as it's supposed to be, a 360 camera. And we are going to publish an immersive 360 video that can be panned around on your phone or browser. And the video can be viewed inside a VR headset in the highest quality possible. If you never created a 360 video with your 360 camera, this will be a perfect tutorial to guide you from start to finish. If you are a long-term follower of this channel and have decent experience in editing 360 videos, you will still pick up some of my new tips and tricks. And I have a chapter list down in the description below to help you to navigate and skip through to the part you want to learn. If you are ready, let's dive right in. Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy Hugh here from Creator Up. By now, you already have some fun with your new GoPro Max. Maybe you even went on a trip and post some cool over-capture video on your Instagram, following my previous 3 tutorials. But this is a 360 camera, and its true power is to create immersive 360 content to tell your story for YouTube, Facebook, and VR headset. And I firmly believe that immersive video will be the future of storytelling, and GoPro Max make it super easy and fun to create that. Unfortunately, 99% of the tutorials out there is not about 360 video creation, and you can't even find anything from the official GoPro website. So this video will solve this problem. If you're not so sure about the image quality and visual sensation of a 360 video created with the GoPro Max, I will highly recommend going to check out my Boston 360 video in a VR headset, if possible, on YouTube VR or Oculus Video, so you have an idea what you are going to learn to create today. If you use other 360 cameras instead of the GoPro Max, don't worry, the editing, rendering, and publishing part of this tutorial is the same on any 360 cameras, including the Insta360 One X, Pro 2, Z-Cam, View XR, Coolcam 8K, Ricoh Theta, and so on. So skip to this time code to continue. First, how to capture 360 videos with the GoPro Max. The capture part is very easy and straightforward. You will want to film at the highest quality possible, which is 5.6K in 30 frames per second. I would suggest logging your white balance depend on your environment and get your ISO as low as possible, ideally on ISO 100. Shutter speed is a tricky one. You want to double your frame rate at shutter speed, so 1/60 is ideal for 30 frames per second. But most of the time, for outdoor, you will need a higher shutter speed. ND filter is not a thing just yet for 360 camera. The real problem is indoor in a low light situation. You see unwanted motion blur even in the GoPro official video. The reason for this is because the shutter speed when it's in auto goes to 1/30 or slower to get more light into the camera. There are 2 ways to solve this problem. First one is to lock your shutter speed to 1/60 in manual mode. So don't use auto mode. Then you can move your camera slowly and avoid motion blur in low light. Second is not to move your camera at all. Put it on a tripod and film it in low light. 90% of the time, you don't want to move your camera for 360 capture. So invest in a good monopod is very necessary. Check out this video for professional monopod options. When you move your camera, you should be slow and steady, preferably on wheels like one wheel or skateboard, or you can use a professional rover or fly it with a drone like what I did in my recent video. Even though GoPro Max has great stabilization, movements tend to get people sick in VR headset, so use it with cautions. Import your 360 footage. Importing your footage is also very easy thanks to GoPro Player on Mac. Follow this tutorial on the best setting for importing. Basically, you want the highest resolution possible in an editor-friendly format, which is 5.6K in Apple ProRes. On PC, there's a free software called GoPro Max Exporter. You can download from the GoPro website. You can generate 5.6K 30 frames per second in Cineform, which is another editor-friendly format. Don't ever use H.264 or H.265 as an editor format. It is grayed out in your PC for a reason. You want the highest uncompressed video possible. And both H.264 and H.265 compress your video from the camera source, which make your image look ugly. Don't do that. Edit in Adobe Premiere. I already opened up Premiere as you see my project windows. I organized everything into folders, basic folders including sequence, music, sound effects, and graphics. And then each camera brand had its own separate folders. I dragged and dropped all the GoPro Max render files into the 360 footage Max folders. Go ahead and drag one of the GoPro Max video file into create new sequence icon right here. Premiere will create a sequence based on your GoPro Max video file, which is 5.6K in 30 frames per second. Great! Premiere saved me some time here. By the way, I am skipping spatial audio here to make the tutorial shorter. If you capture spatial audio with your GoPro Max or use external ambisonic microphone like the Zoom A3 VR, please follow this tutorial. Audio is very important, so don't skip that. Here we have me flying my GoPro Max in front of MIT in Boston. Let me find a good point and cut the only part I need. Okay, remove the audio as well and add in the background music tracks. Listen to the music and find a point to cut to the next video. Trim your first clip. So, a general rule of thumb of 360 editing is to cut less and give your viewers more time to look around. I usually keep each take at least 30 seconds. For this one though, I keep it 20 seconds because it's a moving shot and I hit the brake too early on the drone. Before we are moving forward, I forgot to create proxies for each of my clips. I don't really need to use proxy because all the files are already in Apple ProRes if you follow my earlier step, and my machine is really fast. But for you, you will see drop frame right here when you play back. If you see that, it means you need proxy. Right-click each video clip and create proxy using either the Adobe VR proxy preset here or my preset, which you can download from this video. After your render is done, turn on Toggle Proxy on your toolbar. While you edit, let's also turn on Toggle VR Display to see the final result on YouTube or Facebook. If you cannot see the Toggle Proxy on Toggle VR Display button, hit the plus icon here and drag and drop the buttons onto your toolbar. The default is square and what Facebook 360 looks like. If you want a more YouTube 60:9 view, you can click the wrench icon, choose VR video, setting, and change the horizon view to 160 degrees and vertical to 90 degrees. Hit OK. Now you immediately see a problem. The horizon line is not straight. Hey GoPro Max, what's up with that? Well, you can't rely on GoPro horizon leveling nail it 100% of the time. From my experience, you need to do micro adjustment to make sure your footage is absolutely level. Longer the clip, more drifting will happen. So keep in mind, there is no 100% perfect in 360 VR world. You need to fix it in post, but it is easy. Let me show you. For every footage on your timeline, the first must-use effect is VR projection. It is under video effects, immersive video. You should drag it into your often used folder so you don't need to look it up every single time. Here again, save you some time. Hit the like button to thank me. Drop the VR projection onto your video. Well, nothing happens. This sequence size is the same as the video. But what if you mix in other camera footage into your sequence? Like right here, we have a 5.7K footage shot on the Insta360 Pro 2. Drop it onto your timeline, pan behind, and you see the ugly seam line. Oftentimes you forget about that and upload a version with this serious problem like that. It happens to me and make my client very mad. So every time I drop in a new footage right now, I will immediately drop in VR projection. And check this out. It confirms the footage automatically based on your sequence setting. So everything mixes nicely. So now let's go back on the drone footage and try to fix the horizon line issue. We add -1 to the row and it looks pretty straight to me. Hold down Control and arrow up and arrow down key on your keyboard for micro adjustment. Now it looks good to me. Turn off VR display and check the whole horizon line. Okay, look great. We are moving on. Second, we want to add one viewing. I pick the in and out point from the source window this time. Take the drag video only onto your timeline. Play the transition. Hold on. The orientation is totally off. Great. Well, did you forget something? Yes, you need to add VR projection on the new clip. Now go to Effects Control and change the pan value to facing me. That's really cool. Now finish the edit with the Insta360 Pro 2 footage. Add the VR projection again and change the orientation to my friend Christina right here. Then we are done with the first cut. Let's talk about transition. In VR, you want to match the beginning of the cut to the ending direction of the previous cut. So viewers will continue tracking the focus point with their head turned. Right here, I extend the clip and you see I'm falling behind. As I am the focus point of the video,
narcissistic.
I can safely assume that 80% of the people are looking at me when this clip ends. So their head will be 85 degrees that way. So now to match that with the next clip, we pan the next clip to 157 degrees in VR projection. So Christina starts when I end in the last clip. She continue to walk and viewer again track the head to her. Then if I drop the drone clip back here, we should start the drone fly in 35 degrees so people won't fly sideways. This can get pretty complicated, so planning in pre-production is very, very important, which is not covered in this tutorial, but I will in the following tutorials, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. Another way to transition is to use VR transition effects. They are under video transition, immersive video. My personal favorite is VR light leaks, and you see it in a lot of my personal production. Please don't copy me, find your own style and play with all these transition effects. If you think they are too much, and they are in cinematic or professional video, you can simply dip to black on the first clip, move the second clip a little bit, and dip to black again on the second video clip. It simulates humans blink their eyes, which is very natural for teleportation. This transition draws less amount of attention and keep viewers immersed instead of taking them out of reality by seeing something like this, which is not going to happen in real life. Now, let's talk about object removal. This object usually include tripod legs, operator, rover, drone, and your coffee intern walked into the set at the wrong time.
Oops, sorry.
For moving objects, please refer to this After Effects content-aware film tutorial, and it is more advanced. For stationary objects, let me show you how I easily remove it in Photoshop. As you see, we have a tripod on this one. Take a screenshot with the Export Frame button. Remember where you save the frame. PNG should be fine. Open Photoshop, drop in that screenshot, pick 3D, spherical panorama, new panorama from selected layers, pan to the tripod legs, and use the spot healing brush to paint out the tripod leg. With a couple strokes, now the leg is gone. Like magic, right? If you have a more patented ground, you can also use clone stamp to clone the surrounding pixel to cover the tripod legs. Now, double-click spherical map to open the leg long view. You see the tripod is gone. We only need the part to cover the tripod, so we are going to create a mask by clicking the Create Mask icon right here. Go ahead and choose the Gradient tool in the Photoshop toolbar. Draw a guide to find the area you absolutely want. Then just create a gradient and define the patch. Go ahead and export the image as a PNG, name it patch. Now create a folder called patches. Drop in the patch we just created on top of the video layers. Now the tripod is completely gone. I will usually select both layer, right click, nest, and create a nested sequence, name it Walking in the Garden. This is for ease for color grading and color correction later on post. If you want to learn how to remove the drone with sky replacement, please refer to this tutorial. Color correction and color grading. GoPro Max has a really nice GoPro color, which usually doesn't need to color correct. But if you want to have your own color grading, I would recommend to shoot a flat color profile on the Max and follow this tutorial to color correct and color grade your footage. Here, since it is not a GoPro Max footage, I will quickly color correct it. This is shot with the installed 360 Pro 2 in log mode, and it comes with a pretty good LUT you can use immediately. But now we have another problem, matching color between clips. Even with GoPro Max, sometimes the color will be off between clips and you need to match the color manually. Here is how you do this in Premiere Pro. Open Window, Lumetri Color, click Comparison View, pick the area of the timeline you want to match. In here, I picked the previous shot done by the GoPro Max, so everything looked like it's shot on a GoPro Max. Go ahead and hit Apply Match. Premiere will do the magic for you. No color grading knowledge necessary. Well, sort of. As you see here, it does a pretty bad job. Well, so you just manually move the color wheel until you find a good enough match. Insert graphic. Now let's insert some graphics. Open up the graphic folders. I prepare a video here for insert. Just drop in onto the footage. It is reminding people to subscribe to your channel created with After Effects. Very important graphic. If you have not subscribed to this channel though, well, please subscribe and help me out. If you turn on the VR viewer, you see the graphic is not really correct. It is narrow in the centers and fat on the sides. Go to Video Effects, Immersive Video, and drop in VR Planes to Sphere. It is okay, the graphic look fat now. Turn your VR view on. The graphic look huge, but it look correct now. Go to Effects and make sure you turn the feather to 0. I don't want to feather my graphic. And then play with the scale until you find the good size you want in VR. And that's it. Render and publish. Render in Premiere is very easy. Go to File, Export, Media, go select H.265, HEVC, hit Match Source and match the video source. Here is 5.6K, which is good. As long as you are below 5.7K in monoscopic, you are good on YouTube, Facebook, and Oculus. If you have a 4-channel ambisonic audio, don't forget to set your audio into ambisonic 4 channel. Refer to my other tutorial. Here is stereo, so it's fine. Remember to check video is VR and the option should be monoscopic. Check use maximum render quality and then hit export. Publish it on YouTube and Facebook is just like how you publish for your 2D video if you render it from Premiere. If not though, you need to inject Meta. I will provide the Meta software in the description below and further tutorial. But if you follow along with Premiere, you are all good. I will make another tutorial on how to release on Oculus Media and Oculus TV, which is coming up very soon. This will give you the maximum exposure of your original content. Thank you for sticking around till the end. In the next one, I will teach you how I created this 260 fly-through in my recent Boston Drone 260 video. Everyone thinks this is a very cool effect and brand will love it if you can fly through their logo. I will also teach you how to track and insert graphic in moving 260 video. Perfect for realistic video or architecture firm. Add a layer of tracked information really increase your 260 video production value. Help you to sell more of your 260 video. So, don't forget to subscribe if you have not. Hit the notification bell, like and share this video on your social media. Leave a comment and tell me what you think of this in-depth tutorial. Do you like it or you want something more a bite-sized format? Let me know and I will see you next time. Keep creating.
Hey, this is Mark Christopher Lawrence. Go and watch my comedy VR special, the first of its kind. There are no other comedy VR specials. You watch it on this thing. The link is right here. Go, watch it. Don't make me come over there.